hopping on. I wanted to share my story about what I do as a coach, why I started, how it works, and then answer the FAQ that I get all the time every month. So just hear my story, see if you can relate, and oh good, it's live on Facebook too. Perfect. Okay, I'll try to do the comments as they come. I know there's a delay, so bear with me, and if you have questions as it goes, just reach out. I'm an open book. So I found myself in 2017. Yeah, the fall of 2017, I was working 12-hour shifts as a nurse. I was in my full-time grad school program, and I was breastfeeding my daughter, who was 1 year old. And I was burnout in every way. I mean, just exhausted to my bones. Has anyone felt that way before, where your bones are tired? I don't even know how else to describe it. And I had watched women on social media talk about their fitness programs, and they would drink these shakes and they would go on these trips, and they looked so darn happy. And if you've ever been in a place where you are just worn down, seeing happy people is like, oh God, like what Kool-Aid are they drinking? You know, you just think like, why are they so happy? And I would get messages from coaches about like, join my team, do this, da da da. And I was so frustrated by it, honest to God. I hated getting messages. I felt spammed, and it was so annoying to me. But there was one night, I'd worked a 12-hour shift. I came home. I had a quick dinner with Adam. I breastfed Gwen, put her to bed, and I went to my desk to sit down to study for an exam for my master's. And I picked up my phone, started scrolling, and I saw this woman on another work trip. And she was in Vegas for leadership training. And I just remember thinking, she's like a random mom in Florida. Like, she's getting paid to work out and go to Vegas, and I am working my butt off, working weekends and holidays and these long shifts. I'm never with my family. Like, I've got to see what this is. And so I reached out to a different woman who is now my coach, who was a nurse practitioner that I watched go from burnout in surgery, working, 15-hour days, 60-hour weeks, just tired. And I watched her talk about these groups, and she started working part-time. And then she retired her husband. And I was like, this might be real. Because she seems like a real person, because we would talk about NP's life and, how grad school was going and everything. And I thought, if she can work part-time hours because of this gig, it must be real. And so we chatted on the phone, and she answered all my questions, and I started the next day, and I have not looked back. And I'll get into my skepticisms because I get that question a lot, so I'll go into that when I go over questions. But I quickly realized how wrong I was and how many misconceptions I had, because I was uneducated about this type of opportunity and kind of closed-minded, I think. And I know I had a lot of pride and thought, I have been an athlete before. I competed at the Division I level in college. Like, I know how to work out. I don't need these home workouts. I thought I knew how to eat well. I thought, I had my nutrition together, when in reality I was addicted to sugar and I didn't know how to eat to feel good. I had never been overweight, but I didn't know how to fuel my body well. And just so many things. So I found some friends and coworkers and said, hey, I'm going to do a free group, do it with me. And we tried these workouts, and a woman in that group told me that she had more energy to play with her kids because she had been exercising regularly. And something clicked when she told me that. I just thought, wow, like, I invited her and she took action, and that bled into her family. And that is the ripple effect that coaching creates that I absolutely love. We take action and we share our journey, and that inspires somebody else. And they take action and share their journey, and that inspires somebody else. And before you know it, this beautiful thing has unfolded before your eyes because you were bold enough to take action and share it. And I think that's so beautiful, because if my coach had not taken action in her life and shared that, she wouldn't be where she is, and I wouldn't have watched her story unfold. I wouldn't have watched the joy come into her life as she found passion and purpose in her life outside of her exhausting medical career. And I just want to pay that forward because it's blessed me and my family. So I can't help but want that for you and more people. Because if something's good, you share it. If you go to a restaurant you love, you tell your mom, you tell your coworkers, you tell your friends, hey, you got to eat there. The food's amazing. It's a good deal. The atmosphere's awesome. You won't get coronavirus. But it's just, when something is good and it blesses your life, you talk about it. And that's all this is. One of my biggest hangups was that I didn't want to be one of those salesy network marketers. But when you do this in the right way, it truly feels like you're getting paid to share your story and solve problems. I get to connect people with tools to change their life, whether they need nutrition tools or supplements or workouts or mindset tips or community or an income opportunity. I can hand them those tools and say, come with me. I'm doing this. Let's do it together. And it's so much fun, you guys. So in the past 2.5 years, goodness, I wish I could just tell that exhausted to the bone girl, like, you'll have energy again. You'll feel passion again. Like, you'll make it through this storm. And I get choked up because I was so deep in this fog of new motherhood and grad school and nurse life. I didn't see that I could work part-time family, more time to build a life that I want instead of just going through the motions. So I don't think I shared. I had been invited over and over and over and over by different coaches, probably because they saw me working out as stress relief and loving just my workouts. But one of my questions was, why did you decide to finally do it? What made you say yes? Again, I saw coaches and the joy that they had that I was lacking. And I don't think I recognized that at the time, but as I've built a life around what I actually want versus what I felt like I had to do, I see that joy and I realize that's what I was searching for, that they had than I wanted. But the breaking moment was when I saw someone traveling when I was running myself ragged, and I said, I want that freedom. Someone asked, how do I overcome my fear? I'm afraid, I want to coach, but I'm afraid I would fail. Honestly, I guess, what do you define as failing in this? To me, it didn't seem like a big risk because worst case scenario, you try new workouts, you get exposed to positive people. If you hate it, you get your money back. Like, it's a very low risk investment. And I wasn't really afraid of failing because this type of thing, if you know that you're going to stick with it until you reach your goal, you won't fail. You might have to adjust the time frame or your methods of how you get there, but if you know I'm going to be successful in this, I mean, with any goal, if you tell yourself, I am sticking with this until I hit my goal, you won't fail. Yeah, maybe it'll take 4 extra years. The time's going to pass regardless. Maybe you'll have to learn more along the way and stumble and get back up over and over, but if you tell yourself, the goal is non-negotiable, you won't fail. So I guess that wasn't really one of my fears. Someone asked, aren't you too busy? How do you fit it all in? That was one of my huge things is I was working long hours. I had a new baby. I was in grad school full time. So my life was very full. And for a long time I said, I can't add anything to my plate. And that was true. But I also learned that you will make time for what's important to you. And when you make something a priority, there is time. And I also realized nothing was going to change if I didn't do anything differently. I was going to still work weekends and holidays and have long shifts away from my family if I did not make a change. And being bold and saying yes to this opportunity and the growth potential, I took a part-time job when I graduated with my master's. I said I will not work full-time anymore. And that's been beautiful, the time that has been opened up to me because I wasn't afraid to make that choice. So again, time-wise, when you work this business, you work it around your schedule because there are no requirements of what you have to do. It's your goals, your business. No one is going to make you do anything you don't want to do. So if you're one of those self-motivated people, I mean, yes, you have teammates to keep you accountable and push you, but you're your own boss. So when I first started out, I still kind of do this in little power pockets throughout the day. 15 minutes in the morning, respond to messages during the day if I, took a quick bathroom break or a break to eat a snack or while I'm pumping gas, whenever I could find a few minutes, I would message people or put up a post or, plug into my group and respond to people there. And you really do just build it in the cracks. What's amazing about the team I am on now and the team I'm building is we have such incredible resources. We know what it takes to be successful in this because our teams are successful. And I have the tools to hand to you. Say, here is your checklist. Do these things, you will be successful. And it's so easy and so simple. You just have to do it. So I love that we have those resources now that it takes the guesswork out. It's just, if you want this to work, here's how. I will hand it to you. But again, when you're starting out, I think an hour a day broken up, you can absolutely build a successful business because I probably did less than that and here I am. What does it cost to sign up as a coach? So when you join as a coach, you can pay a $40 coach fee and become a coach, or you can get the resources that you will connect other people with, and the coach fee is waived and it's free, and you just pay for the starting resources. So typically I will have coaches sign up with a package, which includes a full year of access to Beachbody On Demand, which has over 1,000 workouts and meal plans and nutrition guides and recipes. And then you will get a supplement of your choice, either the daily superfood shake, Shakeology, which is not meant for weight loss. It's more of a nutritional supplement to fill the gaps in your nutrition. And then you can choose from that or the pre and post workout. I personally love both, so depending on your goals, we'll make a custom package for you that is what you need for your own fitness goals. So that base package is $160 or $220 if you want both, and then you can add things on like the snack bars or the collagen, Power Greens if you need extra vegetable servings. So again, we will talk and find out what you need as you start out with your goals so that you can be getting results too. So again, depending how you want to start up, the price varies, but the best deal is probably the $220 option, honestly. Not the least expensive, but that's the best value. How much can you expect to make? Depends how hard you want to work. There are people that do 80-hour weeks in this business and they make millions of dollars. There are people that just want their own shakes covered, and there are people that want to just get the discount on their product. So there's no requirements. When I started out, I was plugging in about 3 to 5 people a month to my groups, and I was making about $500 a month, if that helps. Again, you don't need to be recruiting the whole world. Again, 3 people and you'd earn back your initial investment, and then anything over that is money in your pocket. So I know my first year in this, so it was my second month in this business, I had normally been picking up hospital shifts to make money for Christmas, because when you're paying for grad school out of pocket to not take out loans, all of your money goes towards that, and it was really expensive and stressful and hard. But my second month in this business, I had made a few $100s, and I could pay for Christmas gifts, and I didn't have to pick up hospital shifts to pay for Christmas. And to me, that was everything, because time with my daughter was few and far between when I was working and in grad school full time, and I missed her all the time. And the fact that I got to spend extra days with her instead of working long shifts at the hospital even more, it meant everything. And again, that just sparked in my brain, like, I have to share this. If anyone can have more time with their children because they're playing on social media and working out and getting healthy, like, why would not everyone do this? I forget what question I was even answering. Let's see. Oh yes, so that was about how much you can expect to make. But the growth potential is absolutely unreal. So at this point, I make more in a week than I used to make in a month. And again, that's just the way it grows. Is my coach makes more as a coach than she did as a nurse practitioner. And there are people that make millions of dollars a year doing this. It depends how consistent you are, how hard you work, and what you want out of it. But there's literally no limit to what you can earn. It just depends what you do with this opportunity. Training and support. I got a few different questions about what training is there, what support do you get plugged into. So we, like I said before, we have training and systems set up for you to take the guesswork out. We are on a very successful team, so we can literally tell you these are the steps to take, go do them, and you will have people to keep you accountable if you want that. And you'll be given, again, it's simple. You'll get an email that tells you, here are your first steps. And then when you send those back, here are your second steps. And then we plug you in, and you'll have other new coaches to collaborate with and that will support you. And yeah, there are limitless resources. It's amazing whether you need social media training or how to nail down a niche and how to connect with people, how to share the, story templates for Instagram. Like, there's literally everything. And then leadership development, how to connect with humans, literally everything you could think of there is training on. And you'll learn about the business side of things and how to advance rank and how to earn income and all of that. There's training for that, but just how to do the day-to-day, how to grow as a human so that you can lead well. And again, we have an amazing community to plug into. You'll have the new coaches to connect with who are at the same level as you. You'll have what's called your upline, meaning me and other coaches who are more experienced to answer all your questions and give you resources. We've got you. What else? What is your favorite part? Oh, this is what's killing me right now. I love, like I said, I noticed that girl who was traveling. I wanted to travel, and I was so pumped that I earned that first trip. I worked my butt off my first 2 months and earned the Success Club trip. And my husband and I went, all expenses paid, to the Caribbean on a cruise, and it was incredible. I earned a ticket to our annual conference that year. We went to Indianapolis, and it was amazing. And this year, everything's canceled, and it's broken my heart. But there will be more travel, there will be more trips, there will be more retreats, there will be more training. The next thing on my calendar is for February. It's a leadership training. So they let us travel a lot. There's a lot of opportunities to go to different cities and connect with your team and have these live events. Unfortunately, we're missing them this year, like the whole world is. So there will be more travel, but that was a huge perk. But above all is the community and the friendships that I've made. This is funny. I used to make fun of my husband in college because he would play video games online, and I would joke about his internet friends. And now he really jokes because I do have internet friends, like internet besties that I met through social media just by connecting with them, and we share our lives, and now we share business and workouts and fitness and health and mindset and lifestyle and everything. And we're so close. These women helped me through my miscarriage. They are my best friends. They are people that just come alongside me, and they give me that tough love. I mean, who in your life asks you hard questions? Who in your life says, like, you need to get out of this, bad mindset, like you're made for more? Who speaks truth into your heart like that? I mean, we need that, and this tribe is incredible. So building those friendships and just pushing for our dreams together inspires me every day, and I love it. What was your key to success? The community. Absolutely. This team. I would be nowhere without these leaders and the community. Just, again, helping me when I'm down and inspiring me to push for more and helping me realize what's possible with this business. It's been incredible. Someone else asked, how do you stay motivated? At this point, I have hundreds of women looking to me to show up. So I do. When I started out, I just wanted to be part of it. I was so excited to try something new. And when that first woman told me she had more energy for her kids, I thought, that I want more of that. And so I kept sharing with more people, and then Yeah, people say, you're the reason I worked out today. You're the reason I chose water instead of pop. Like, I've lost this much weight. I can get into these pants. I'm wearing a bathing suit and I feel confident. The second someone tells you something like that, you will feel responsibility to keep showing up, because it's not just about you. When you realize that your life affects the people around you, when your happiness affects the people's happiness around you, if you smile, they can smile. If you drink water, they're going to want to drink water. If you move your body, they're going to want to move their body. It's a ripple effect. And it's so good. That's what keeps me motivated, is knowing that other people need this, like I did when I was exhausted to my bones and just needed joy. So if you have any other questions about what I do in my groups, I would love to share. I'm an open book. I was so put off by Beachbody as a whole, because a lot of people do network marketing wrong. There's a lot of companies out there. There's a lot of spam. And I hope to be a little bit different. I hope you know that I care about you if I start a conversation and I talk to you. I do this because I love it. I was not on social media much before I coached, but I realized the power when you use it correctly, when you connect with human beings in an authentic way. So I'm here to help whatever you need. I have free resources. I have my boot camps. I have my coach mentorship that's kicking off this month. So whatever you need, whatever questions you have, again, no obligation if we have a conversation. I'm not going to spam you all day. So just reach out. I'm an open book. Send me a message. Have a good night, guys.